April 30th, 1803. I'm sitting in the president's house. Yeah, we don't call it the White House yet, and I just pulled off the biggest real estate deal in American history for $15 million. I doubled the size of the United States. My constitutional strict interpretation philosophy, out the frickin' window. My name is Thomas Jefferson, and this is the AP US History My Story podcast. The whole Louisiana Purchase thing started because American farmers needed to get their crops down the Mississippi to New Orleans and out into the world. Spain transferred Louisiana back to France in 1800, and suddenly Napoleon, the dude trying to conquer all of Europe, controlled our most important port. That's sus as hell. So I sent James Monroe to France to help our minister Robert Livingston negotiate. The plan? Buy New Orleans and maybe some of Florida for $2 million. But Napoleon's like, how about I sell you the entire Louisiana territory? His Caribbean colony in Haiti had just successfully revolted against French rule, and he needed money for his conflicts with Britain. We're talking about land from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains, from the Gulf of Mexico to Canada. Now, here's the thing that literally kept me up all night. The Constitution doesn't say jack about the president being able to buy territory from foreign nations. I'd spent years arguing for strict interpretation of the Constitution, saying the federal government could only do what it was allowed. But this deal was too good to pass up. So I did it anyway, hoping to get a constitutional amendment passed later to make it legal. Spoiler alert, I never bothered with that amendment. The Senate ratified the treaty in October 1803, and suddenly America was so massive that I had to send my buddies Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to figure out what we'd just bought. The Louisiana Purchase is low-key one of the most important moments for understanding early American policy debates. Federalists like Alexander Hamilton, who I hated, opposed the purchase because they thought it would weaken their power base in the Northeast. The irony? Hamilton supported a strong federal government, but when I used federal power to expand the nation, then suddenly he had a bunch of problems with it. The purchase also intensified the whole slavery debate that's going to tear this country apart. Every new territory raised the question, will it be free or slave? The Missouri Compromise in 1820 tried to address this, but it's just delaying the inevitable conflict. And the notion of it being empty land was BS too. Every acre of that purchase represented native peoples being pushed off their territory, their cultures being destroyed, and their way of life being ended. Looking back, I served 2 terms as president, founded the University of Virginia, and died in July 4th, 1826, in the same day as John Adams. Crazy timing, right? My legacy is complicated as hell. The Louisiana Purchase is studied as this brilliant diplomatic achievement, but for AP purposes, you gotta understand it in context. Territorial expansion, constitutional interpretation debates, the intensifying sectional conflict over slavery, and the displacement of indigenous people. It's giving main character energy, but also massive moral failures. Like, follow, and share the AP US History My Story podcast, because these stories hit different when you hear the original voices that shaped our country.